Hello, everyone. How are y'all doing? Hello, hello. I'm I'm currently trying to get Tits to work. It's not going bad. It's just not doing all the things I want it to do. But I think it's good enough that we might continue on anyway and see see if we can get to work. Hello, kitten. Hello, kitten. Yes, Tits is the Twitch integrated throwing system that we use for throwing stuff at my model. Hello, kitten. That we have not been able to do since the update happened. Come here, kitten. You're fine. Sit down. Sit down. You're good. You're gonna be okay. Oh, yes, I know. Why are you so noisy? You're good. What? There you go. Lay down. There you go. Yeah, so. Oh, kitten, please. Be good. We're gonna do maybe an hour of drawing today. And see. Sharing is caring, kitten. That's right, kitten. It's not just you here. There's other people here. Okay, let me see if I can get this to work, and I think I can. Sorry, I'm very sniffly again today. I apologize. Okay, I think we are good. Welcome to the sick club. I'm not sick. I don't have time to be sick. I'm just just got a little bit of snifflies. Okay. Welcome on in, everyone. Kitten, please be good. I swear to God. So I'm gonna test this out real quick. It should work. Hey yo, it's yes, kitten. Hello. I love you very much. Please just sit down. Thank you. Kitten. You gotta be good, man. You can be good. Alone in the club yet again. Oh, I hope you get better, Dark. You're gonna be okay. What was I gonna look up? Oh, okay. So, we're gonna draw, but just so you know, in the background, we're gonna have a weird video playing, about how to breed crickets. So, we won't hear any music for a little while because I gotta figure out how to breed crickets. After that, maybe I'll play some music. We will see. Sorry. Again, like I said, a little sniffly today, unfortunately. Here's to the 1% chatter. How you doing, Corda? Come on in. Oops. Oh, kitten. Yes, I know. I'm well aware. I'm so aware. I love you very much, kitten. Lay down, please. Me, according to Twitch, that's right. I've been working on stickers lately. But to be honest, I don't really know what to do with them. So, that's kind of that. Um, they drove for Paxis. I didn't pay. Yeah, that's just how it be. It's okay. Twitch just takes money, but that's there's nothing we can do about that, unfortunately. Hmm. I'm not driving with any of these. Guess I'll work on this. Yes, kidding. This is a thing I made way back in 20... Sandra Padoru? Yeah, we worked on that on stream the other day. But... I've already said, but I'll re-say, I won't be super talkative as I'm trying to pay attention to this YouTube video teaching me how to breed crickets. Oh, kidding. Oh, kidding. Be good. Can you be good? Yeah, I know. You don't know how to be good, do you? Oh, kidding. Oh, kidding. I know. You do it not that long ago? Yeah, no. It was like maybe last week. Last Wednesday, maybe. We did, oh, no, an ad. Hold on, I will spare your eyes. We did Padoru. Hey, yo. And I posted on Twitter. I'm not in love with it, but I have it. Kidding. You need to lie down, my guy. Here. How's that? Lay down. Lay down. Kidding, please. It's silent sus just sitting on desktop? What are you talking about? The apps on my desktop? There was it. What are you talking about, it? Oh, Silent Sus. Got it. Among Us. Yeah, because my iPad's a million years old. I used to play Among Us on my iPad. But it sucks to play Among Us on an iPad, and I highly suggest just playing it on your PC. Hi, Ezekiel. If you want to play it. I think you have to pay money now, right, though? Didn't they do a weird thing with that? Ooh, that is a thick line. Kitten, you need to be good. If you can't be good, then I can't be nice to you. Please be good. Ever since it was never free, oh gosh. Should I have this be like extra creepy? Maybe the eye should just be black. We'll see. What is that? Topsoil. Okay. Okay. Why are you keeping it in a separate container? Right. The second ear is way bigger than that first ear. Formiculite. I'm more interested in like food stuff. You got 1,000 crickets in the mail? You can just buy crickets in the mail? That's so much money. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's... 1/4-inch crickets are very small. Right. Okay. Mm-hmm. I was thinking, do you guys get freaked out by bugs? I was thinking about putting it on screen so it wouldn't be so awkward, but I didn't want you guys to be like, Sandra, I freaking hate bugs. Please don't put bugs on the screen. But if you guys are fine with it, I'll put it in the corner and y'all can listen along with me and be like, oh, interesting, interesting. Oh, wow. Oh, I see. Cause for those of you who don't know, we just got a new family member. We got a new family member. A male bearded dragon who was quite young, quite rambunctious, named Romeo. So we have Romeo and Juliet now. And, you got a lizard? Yes, we have 4 lizards right now. We have 4 lizards right now. And yeah, so let me see if this is too loud for y'all.
Hi guys, thank you for your interest in the Critter Depot.
Is that too loud?
We ship hundreds of thousands of live crickets and superworms.
Look, I know!
Today we want to show you how to breed and raise your own crickets.
It's barely hearable, okay.
Your pets eat them a lot. They probably should be eating about 30 to 50 every day.
30 to 50 every day? You're lying. You're actually lying when you say that.
So, raising your own crickets, it's not challenging.
I am not raising to keep them as pets.
You only need some basic supplies.
I'm sorry if you were under that impression.
Or any type of hardware store. So what I'd like to go with you over today is how you can set up your own cricket breeding area and just start.
Crickets are quite
crickets.
expensive, and we've been buying
First
them.
thing you're gonna want is
about 2 to 3 times a week for
plastic tub.
our lizards.
So
And so now that we have
2 here today.
yet another lizard,
Each of these tubs,
I
these
was
are
thinking
56
about
quart tubs. I bought them at
actually
Home
working
Depot
to
for $8 a piece.
raise my own.
And they are 12 inches tall, and you're looking at 23 inches wide, and then about 16 inches long. So this is a 56 quart tub.
It's quite a large tub.
Perfect. Each one is perfect for 500 crickets, because I have
500 crickets.
Divvy up in between
500 crickets? That's like a lot of crickets for that
so
small tub.
once you have your tub here, you got to use your bedding material.
Mm-hmm.
By far, the best bedding material to use with crickets is a substance called vermiculite.
Much more cost effective.
It's very dry, and it's an excellent substrate for crickets because it's very absorbent. Crickets, depending on what you use, they can get a little smelly. So if you use vermiculite, that's going to help drastically control the odors. This is what we got for vermiculite. This is 2 cubic feet of it. I got this at Home Depot, and it was $20 for this bag. But you know, like I said, this stuff is very.
Are you guys
light.
European? Do I need to tell you how big these
No
boxes
weight to
are
it
in
at all.
centimeters?
So
You guys good?
what you're gonna want to do then?
I was about to say cubic feet. I was worried about that.
Line maybe about
2 cubic
first 2
feet.
inches with the vermiculite.
Just put in about.
Just so you have a
Oh,
nice
I forgot my conversions.
substrate for your
Put in about 5 centimeters of
Around.
vermiculite in there.
There we go. Spread it around. So looking aside, yeah, it might be an inch. probably go a little heavier.
It's about 2.5
Crickets aren't
inches.
gonna
He's
burrow
gonna go
in it, you
heavier.
just use it to walk around on. And the benefit of using this is that it's very absorbent. So when the crickets defecate and go to the bathroom, this is gonna
Lindo,
keep all that.
hello. Is
So,
that the Sandra? It is.
This is perfect.
Did you guys
What you
see?
want.
You might not have seen
Large plastic
the
tub
Twitch recap
with,
happened,
some vermiculite on the bottom.
and I have streamed 233 streams this year.
So
which
this
is a
step number
lot.
one. The next step is
So welcome to the
when you raise your
234th
crickets,
stream.
You need a separate substrate to lay their eggs in. And that other substrate is topsoil. Topsoil is a lot denser.
Watch what he does
a lot
with this
denser than
topsoil, guys,
vermiculite.
by the way.
It retains moisture a lot better. With these cricket eggs, you're going to need those cricket eggs to be in a nice humid environment. And
I'm gonna listen
that topsoil is going to help
to
keep
see
the
if he
humidity
says
up.
why he does this.
So, something you can use, Tupperware. I got this Tupperware.
I
at
guess to
$1
make sure it doesn't lose
This
its
is a perfect
moisture.
size. This is just a sandwich Tupperware package. So what you want to do is just take one of them like this. You want to fill it with your topsoil.
That's a lot of messages. The fact you got an affiliate. Bamzo Whamzo. That's what I'm talking about. Congratulations. Good job.
Just like that.
There you go.
Okay. Now that's where
what
your
I meant to
crickets
do.
are going to lay their eggs. So just take this.
Why does he
Find a
put it in a
corner.
separate container? It must just be to keep the moisture in.
Kind of bury it.
Congag.
Just kind of maneuver the
He'll
bedding around there.
Fill in all them cracks. Crickets be small.
Fill in the gaps. You don't want
Yep.
your crickets getting stuck back there.
I was just saying that.
So there. Okay, here we have our two cricket habitats. Both of them we have the same amount of the vermiculite for the bedding, and we have our topsoil in the egg depository where the female crickets will lay their eggs. So now it's time to introduce our crickets to their environment.
I hope he talks about feeding and stuff. He better talk about feeding.
Okay, so I'm going to pretend to be you guys. I
Okay.
just got 1,000 crickets.
Oh
in
my
the
god,
mail.
I just got 1,000
so you can
friggin'
see
crickets
we
in the mail.
Package them in screen containers.
Yes,
And
I knew that.
I got 1,000 quarter-inch crickets. Quarter-inch crickets, they're only about 7 days old. They're not quite ready to breed yet. If you're looking for crickets to breed right away,
I believe a
then you
quarter
might
inch
wanna
is like
consider,
1
5/8
centimeter.
inch. They're
Quite
about 10 to
small.
12 days old. The reason I recommend going with something a little younger because then it gives them time to acclimate to their new environment.
Dude, you motivating
After
me
the
to...
transit, they can get a little stressed out, and if they're sexually active, they
I've
might
decided on
not,
my New Year's resolution.
adjust
Okay.
as quickly as younger crickets
To
can.
to
So
what
that's
is your
why I
New
think
Year's
quarter-inch-
resolution?
Starting with quarter-inch might be a better plan.
I believe this year I'm going to
going
do
right
monthly
away with crickets that
resolutions.
can start breeding right away.
Because your resolutions don't work out well
I
for
already
me.
opened up the box, so we already got some Lucy's.
Oh wait, is that leg behind that leg? No, we'll have this leg in front. Whoa, that's a lot of crickets. That's like 1,000 crickets.
One egg crate, put it in
Yep.
there.
Yep.
Take the other egg crate.
Wow, he just
put it in
doesn't
the
care if these crickets get out, does he? Wow. Look
and
at that.
Pop them in.
150 streams at least. Dang, that's a lot of streams. Don't force yourself.
Gonna be jumping.
That's like a third of the
Not sure
year,
what's
so.
going on, they're going to be jumping everywhere. And
It's like
if you're capable
a little more than
getting one
10
relaxed
streams a
cricket,
month, so.
and tell me your secrets, because I'm not sure how to exactly, how to not get some runaway crickets.
How to not is what you're doing.
Good.
Why would you
So,
just
now
open the box like
1,000,
that?
And I don't know exactly if I exactly have 500 apiece, but it's good enough.
Good enough.
So after the transit,
Here we go.
these crickets are severely dehydrated.
Yes.
So you're going to need to give them moisture right away.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes people like to put in little tubs of water. That's okay.
Okay.
But that can actually cause your crickets to drown.
Yeah, because they drink too much.
Something I like to use are slices of tangerines or oranges.
That's what I was doing. Okay, sick.
Pineapple.
Yes, thank you for the bless yous, everyone.
Fruit.
Okay.
Because that has enough substance and
nutrients
hydration to get your crickets hydrated after their long transit. And something I actually like are these little cups. These little cups of oranges. They sell these for $1 at the dollar store. So these cups, they're saturated in water. I already dumped out the.
You gotta do this a different way.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and put these mandarins.
Is he putting that whole cup in there? No. Okay.
Inside the cricket habitat. And in a few minutes, you're gonna see these crickets swarm.
They're already swarming it. Look how quickly those crickets swarm those.
They are thirsty.
I'm sorry if y'all are not interested in my bug keeping. I don't think that looks too bad. It'll be fine, Sandra. It'll be fine. Just let it be. Let it go. Phasmo Christmas Challenge. I don't even know what that is. What is that?
Okay, so as you can see, our crickets are fed. They are starting to swarm the orange slices. They're getting their hydration.
Sorry, I moved
They're
it.
Also
we all good? We're good. We're not good. Yes, we're good.
In nutrition. And so really, they're going to live in here for about a week. So in 1 week,
what do you mean a week?
I'm going to come back and I'm going to check in on their tubs of topsoil. What I'm going to be looking for are cricket eggs. And as I start to see more and more cricket eggs, there's a point where they're no longer going to lay cricket eggs in this because it's going to be too many. So what I will then do is lift this up and put it into a new tub without any other crickets. Then those crickets will hatch and you'll have your pinhead crickets isolated all by themselves.
Okay.
And so, about a week after that happens, I'll film it, let you guys see it. And
what does that mean?
We'll review it. So,
okay. Okay. Thank you. Oh, no. We're seeing it. Okay. It's been a week.
Okay, guys, we're back. It has been about 2 weeks since we
put
our rearing bins.
Okay.
And that has allowed our crickets about 7 to 10 days to breed and lay eggs inside their egg containers. So what we have here, we took out the 2 containers, and now it's time to make the incubator. So the incubator bin is very similar to the rearing bin, but it's probably a little simpler to make. It requires less.
Oh, dang! Even simpler. Okay.
Now, one thing I wanted to go over that I didn't mention before was, as your egg bins have been sitting inside the rearing bins, it's a good idea just to check on their moisture. Now, you don't need a hydrometer or anything sophisticated. You can just use your hands and see if it's damp. Just make sure it has a nice dark color to it. And if not, all you need to do is just take a spray bottle, fill it with water, and just want to spray down. Spray the topsoil down.
Seems right.
That'll help keep the topsoil nice and damp, and it'll.
We've got a few misters. That would not be a problem.
All the eggs hatching successfully, which will increase your cricket yield.
Right.
So now that we've removed our egg containers from the rearing bins, these containers are filled with eggs. Now you're not going to see any on the top. The crickets like to burrow into the topsoil and lay their eggs down into the topsoil. So
what am I doing?
Just give it about 7 weeks. 7 days after your 3/8 inch crickets have been resting inside the rearing bin, and you'll know that it's time to get their incubator bin put together. And putting their incubator bin it's a lot simpler than the rearing bin. So all you need to do is take another container, just like similar to the rearing bin, and just place in the egg crates.
That's it? That's the only thing that goes in there?
and that's all you do.
For real.
A container like this, you could actually fit. There's enough space in here to fit 2 more, but since we only made 2, we're just gonna put 2 in here for our demonstration.
Okay.
Now, you can definitely just keep it like this. But what you're gonna want to do is locate this into some place that has a consistent temperature of about 90 degrees.
90.
These incubators, these eggs are going to need 90-degree temperatures consistently in order for them to mature and to hatch.
Okay.
Now, what you can do if you don't have
get a light,
an environment that naturally holds that temperature, you can just get a heating pad and place it underneath. You can take the ceramic lights or the heat lamps that you use for your terrariums for your pets and place it on top.
Okay.
The only issue with that is
you'll burn. Be careful. You'll get dry.
Dehydrating your topsoil faster than you would if you didn't need it. So make sure you always have a water bottle. You're checking it every 1 day or 2 days, and just make sure that it looks damp on the surface. You don't want to fish your hands through it too much because you could disturb the eggs. But once you have that set,
that's quite the challenge there, Kodo.
And after a week, you'll start seeing.
Do we get another time lapse? You're gonna show us later when the week comes.
And it'll take.
He better show us after a week.
100 a day, and soon enough,
100 a day.
Little pinhead crickets, and once you have your pinhead crickets, you just remove them into a new rearing container like we made 2 weeks ago, and just allow them to grow, allow them to propagate.
Does that not seem like a lot of crickets?
And that's how you start your cycle. That's how you start your cricket breeding cycle. So that's we're just gonna give this bin 7 days and see what happens.
It's baby crickets.
Okay, guys, welcome back. And so here's our incubator bin. We have had it sitting for about 8 days so far. And as you can see, we are seeing some pinhead crickets start to hatch from their eggs and start to habitate inside our incubator. Here's a close-up. You can see them hopping around a little bit. So just always got to make sure your soil's moist because there's still eggs to hatch inside of there. I'm probably going to squish a few when I put this back down. What you can do, you can give them potato slices that can feed them.
Is my throw working? Welcome at Brisk.
Orange slices, or even consider watermelon. Juicier the better. But we just had some rotten potatoes sitting around, so I just kind of use that up. And same thing, just want to make sure you're lightly misting this. Now this
was loud.
Fine, so
okay.
I'm not gonna mist it, but
I can turn that down.
Your crickets also need water, so.
The audio's all the way up. Let's turn that down.
Around the perimeter. So I might go ahead actually and just mist it a little bit. What I expect to happen will be the water will run down into the channel, and our little crickets can, just get their hydration.
How you doing at Brisk? Welcome on in.
The water already. So.
Are you guys excited? I'm happy it works again. I know it's been a hot second since it has worked, so.
You can see that they're hopping around, but just catch some, put them in a new rearing container, and it's always a good idea to mark the side of the container with a date, just to keep track of where you're at with the rearing process, and just feed them, water them, and just keep that cycle going. And that's how you breed feeder crickets for your pets. Comment below, let us know if you have any questions.
I'm worried. Do they need to be a specific type of breed of cricket? I guess not, right? I guess not. Alright, I'm gonna move to worms. If anyone doesn't like worms, please tell me. And I will not show how to breed worms. But I'm very interested because all my worms always turn into the throw and nuts are the same. I believe the nuts throws a little bit more than the throw throws. How to keep mealworms from turning into beetles. Keep them refrigerated. But I still need them to reproduce. I was wondering if there's a way to stop mealworms from pupatating. I'm trying to get 20 mealworms in a separate container. Blah, 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 blah. They will pupatate if they're under a lot of stress. I say your best is to keep them in the good sun container of good life. Thinking of putting in the fridge, but they don't seem to eat much when they're in the fridge. Almost none of them will eat because their bodies will slow down, won't metabolize. Yeah. Okay, much cheaper. All you need is a small plastic box with a bunch of holes in the lid, about an inch of oatmeal or wheat germ on the bottom, and a potato cut in half upside down. Cut side down. Okay. They're going to get moisture from the potatoes. Any carrots that you add will be good. Source of vitamins. Yeah, let them turn in the beetles and then put the beetles into plastic drawers with the oatmeal. Give them fresh carrots every couple of days. Within a couple months you had worms. It's a long time. Go into fuel, dye form, put the rest in the fridge. Right. You guys probably don't want to see mealworms, do you? Oh, I need to know about roaches too. Oh gosh, maybe I should just not show it. Are you guys gonna get grossed out if I show roaches and worms on screen? Roaches, yeah, I'm trying to breed roaches. Okay, I apologize if you don't want to see this. Please tell me I will take it off the screen.
Care for my dubia roaches has been
Please tell me how you care for your dubia roaches.
In the past, it's just that I never had the time to. Well, not had
roaches
the
are
time,
easy peasy, really?
Didn't
'Cause
find a time when I was not lazy to.
We
film
just got
this
roaches
video.
from the
And
girl
guys,
we rescued this new
it's
lizard
dubia
from, and she
roaches.
said she's never had them breed for her,
not
and she doesn't know why.
Dubai roaches. I don't know why
And so-
people keep calling them Dubai roaches. These roaches are from South America.
And so
They're
I
not
want to
from Dubai
see
in the
what
Middle
she's
East.
doing wrong,
Now, before
basically.
anything, I want to say that this video, this type of dubia video, is all over YouTube. It's all over. You can find all this information online.
Right.
I'm just doing it because it's been requested to show you guys how I keep mine. A lot of the informations in this video
Breeding roaches
were
takes a long time?
picked
No, you have a
from
lizard friend who's been breeding
other
for a long time.
videos and online sources. It's just that I'm presenting it in my own way. Okay, so let's enter the dubia lair.
The dubia layer. That's funny.
This here on the left is a male dubia. As you can see, he has much longer wings than his
Okay,
female
I have
counterpart.
males and
Oh
females.
my gosh, yeah. He has much larger wings than his female girlfriend over here. She
Okay.
has little stubby wings. So you see these
We don't need to be
two on
rude.
the sides? These are the female's wings. They're really small and pretty much useless. She can't do anything with them. The males, however, they cannot fly, but they can glide. I'll show you that later on.
I was wondering if they
Alright,
could fly.
These little guys, try to get one. This is a nymph, a newborn nymph. This is pretty much the size of them when they are just born.
Okay.
These guys don't lay eggs. They are live bearers.
What?
Sometimes you can see a female
Oh!
with an egg sac coming out of her butt.
Okay,
But,
interesting.
That egg sac will be brought back into her, and she will give live birth. Now, one of the
That
good
is
things about
interesting.
breeding dubias is you'll have all different sizes.
That's a
for
lot of
different
roaches.
animals.
Whoop, okay.
Now, let me get one that is, let's see, yeah, like this. This is the perfect size for an adult leopard gecko. Okay. And then right before they
really?
mature out into
That looks
adults, they'll
big
be around
for a leopard
this
gecko.
size. So in a molt
I
or
have
two,
a leopard gecko.
this little guy will turn into something like this. It's a female. Okay, so these guys, from the moment they are born, when they're about that size, till the point they're an adult, like this size, it takes them about 4 to 6 months, depending on the temperature and how much you feed them.
Half
Now,
size roach would be
females,
perfect. That's
I read
crazy.
They can get
I don't think
1.5 to
my
about
leopard
2
gecko would
years
eat
old.
roaches. She
Males,
can't
like this guy,
see
on
well.
the
She
other
was
hand,
neglected as a
they
kid.
live about 1 year to 1.5 years.
So she's
so
kind of
don't be
blind,
surprised
unfortunately,
if
but
the dubia bin, you find a lot of dead males on the floor. That's probably just of them dying from old age. Okay, when you're breeding these guys, one important thing to keep note is your ratios of males to females.
okay.
The most recommended one would be 1 male to about 3 females, but 1 male to about 4 females would work as well.
Okay.
If you have too many males and too little females, males, they will fight with each other for competition.
Yeah.
Yep, even roaches
Okay.
fight for females. And another thing, if you have too many males, there is a possibility that some males will eat other males' babies. So
Ah.
yeah, pretty
Gotcha.
brutal, but that's the reality of the
I mean, we're
insect
talking
world.
about, yeah,
A lot
insects
of
here, so.
people make a mistake when they buy new dubia colonies. They start feeding off their dubias to their animals right away.
Okay.
That's like the biggest mistake you can ever do. The
Okay.
best is to leave them for about 6 months at least.
6
1 year would be
months?
the best. Leave them for
Okay.
quite a while to mate and get your colony running.
Okay.
Because, like I mentioned
Lies.
previously, they take about 4 to 6 months to mature from when they're born.
4
So
to
if
6
you
months to
feed off-
mature? Is that true?
Feed them off
I mean, I guess
too
you say it's
quickly,
not true, but.
they won't have the chance to breed and establish your colony. Okay, it's a good practice to add a new bloodline into your colony, as in new roaches from different, how do I say this? Different family tree? I don't know. Family tree? Yeah, I think that worked. You can get that from other breeders, because if you don't do that, if your roaches keep inbreeding with each other, their lifespans will get shortened by quite a bit. If you have a relatively large colony, you may notice that you have quite a number of
You
dead
want to have them in different stages.
roaches
Right,
on
right,
the
right.
ground. But you don't have to worry too much on these dead bodies, because if your colony is really big, these roaches are pretty clean, so they will clean up after their dead ancestors,
Do they
which
eat
sounds
them?
pretty gross.
That's a
But
yes?
they
Okay.
will eat up dead bodies of other roaches.
That's
Okay,
very
so
interesting.
I
Okay.
think I've covered enough for the introduction of these roaches. Now we'll move on to the pros, which is also known as the benefits and advantages of keeping these roaches. Number 1, they are clean. They are very, very
Suppose,
clean
as well as
animals.
clean as they
Apart
can
from
be, right?
their poop on the ground.
Yeah.
The one just fell. They are very clean roaches. They don't make a huge mess. Even dead bodies, like I mentioned, they clean it up for you. You don't even have to
Size
have
of the roach,
domestic
but you
beetles
don't
in
want to
here.
have many of them.
They will do the cleaning,
Right.
everything. They
Clean
even
with-
groom
yes,
themselves. I've
yes,
come across
correct.
roaches grooming themselves, which
For
is
real, for real.
pretty cool
Yes.
if you ask me. Ow! Damn it! No! Nah, just kidding, guys. These guys are harmless. They can't do anything to you. They can't even break skin. They don't.
No, I know
Okay,
they
so
can't
as
hurt me,
mentioned,
but they still
females
really big
can't
and
fly.
scary to me.
Males can't fly as well. But the males, okay. Now, these guys have long wings, right?
Yes,
They can't fly.
correct.
Flying and gliding are two different things. I'll show you.
Correct.
If you take a male dubia and put it on the floor, all it's gonna do is run away. Because that's all these guys can do. But let's put a little twist in this. If you
Put him
on
up
a
in
high
the... Yeah, put him
surface-
up. Nope.
Did you see that? As he was falling down from the chair, his wings opened. That's
I'm
pretty
not
much
sure they
gliding.
did, but...
This guy, if you put
that's
him on the
alright.
ground, he will not just take off. Because these guys are not meant to fly. They're meant to glide. Alright, I'll toss this guy up in the air and you'll see him glide downwards.
Oh no, they're gonna... Okay.
Did you just see his wings open?
I did
But
see
that's
his
not
wings
gliding.
open.
Let's try this again.
This is
There you
abuse.
go. You saw that?
Ooh,
That's
my leg's
gliding.
asleep because
He
Kaden
just
was sitting
opened
on my
his
leg.
wings to land safely on the ground. he cannot take off and just fly at you like these American and German cockroaches. No,
Okay,
no, no, no.
that is
Those
that is
guys are
good.
nasty.
That's
so that's
cool.
not a pro, because for some people, flying cockroaches, yeah, it's not a thing. Next. What? Come on, man. You can do better than that. One last time. Yep.
Is he supposed to be able
So
to?
there we go. These guys
They can't
cannot
climb.
smooth plastic. A lot of people put
Oh.
packaging tape on the sides or Vaseline, but for these dubious, really, you don't really
Oh.
need that when you have a smooth plastic. But of course, you can do precautions if you want. I'm not stopping you. to do
Dubious
that.
second
As for me,
survival.
Smooth
I
top.
believe that.
We'll keep these guys in. Next pro.
Is there any kind
You're
of
it.
brush that does what
like
I
the
want
smell?
this to do right now?
No smell? Right?
What do you mean no smell?
What's that?
Roaches smell so
that?
bad. What is he talking
Yep.
about?
No smell, right? Yeah.
Oh, I guess maybe it's the poop
These
that
guys
smells.
don't have smell to them. Well, they do have a unique smell
Uh-huh.
that is not really strong,
Mm,
but it's not bad at all.
Beg to
now
differ.
I'm gonna bring you guys
Beg to
a
differ
little
on
bit
that.
closer into their lair. How do you like that chirping sound?
they don't
Exactly.
chirp. Huh?
There isn't any. This is
That is
pretty much
that is what
the
I've been
only
thinking about with
sound you're gonna
crickets
hear.
though, because I know they
It's not bad at all, is it? So that brings me to my
That's
next
not
pro.
what I want.
These guys are
Can
not
I do
noisy
this
like
but
crickets.
with?
They're pretty silent.
No,
That's the
that's not
only
what I
thing you're gonna
want.
hear. These sounds. And these sounds aren't that bad if you don't open the egg crates. The reason
Right.
they were so loud is because I opened the egg crate, so all of them started panicking when there's light.
Yeah, they walk
Usually
in.
when it's dark, they are even quieter. You probably won't even hear these scratching noises. Of course, you don't compare these to crickets when it comes to moving, because crickets, they jump. They barely
Right,
even
right, right.
walk fast. But these guys, compared to the Turkestan roaches or the American and
I
German
cannot find a
house
brush for what I
cockroaches, which
want that's
freak
free,
me out,
unfortunately.
these guys are relatively slow moving.
Um,
See? They don't really move too quickly that frightens people. Look at this guy. It's taking forever to get off this egg crate. My next point is temperature. These
gonna
guys,
watch an
I will
ad
get
for
on
this.
to this temperature thing later in the care sheet. But these guys
30-second
need a
ad.
pretty high tropical
alright.
enclosure, not enclosure,
Oh,
god
but I
damn
don't
it,
have to make you
temperature
guys watch it.
to survive and breed well. So if these guys, you throw them into some,
Dude, does he have? He has not
cold
talked about food yet, has
climate,
he?
they're most likely just gonna drop dead. So
Okay.
if you guys live in a cold climate area, which I know most of you guys are, looking at my audience, UK,
You can
US,
hear some fall from time to
these
time.
guys,
That's
if they
hilarious.
do escape in your house, they're not gonna infest your house. But if they escape in my house, I live in a tropical environment.
Oh, I got you.
Temperatures by 85 to like 95 degrees every single day. So these guys will thrive and they will breed and possibly infest my house.
That would not
But
be
you
cool.
guys living in the West, I don't think you guys have to worry too much, unless it's in
That's
the
me.
summer.
I'm a
Then
living in the
winter,
West.
they'll die. The next
guess.
good thing about
I-
these
I
guys
believe he
is
is
look
not.
how fat they are.
From the
They are
Americas. So.
literally full of meat, and this is because these guys have a very long digestive tract compared to crickets. If you feed crickets fruits and vegetables, like to gut load them, they will poop the next day. These guys, they will keep the gut load in them for a relatively longer period of time, which makes them even more nutritious for feeding your animals. Now we're going to talk about chitin. I'm not sure if I said that correctly or not, but chitin is pretty much what their exoskeletons are made out of. Chitin
Chitin.
is
It's
they're
chitin.
fibrous
Got
and
it.
indigestible. So if your animal eats something with a lot of chitin, like let's say mealworms,
Mm-hmm.
it's not gonna digest really well as compared to feeding dubious, because these guys, chitin to meat ratio is less. Chitin, they don't have a lot of strong chitin, if that makes sense. So it's good if for your animals to eat and successfully digest these guys. And last but not least,
Naruhodo. Yes.
these guys are tasty. Isn't it tasty, girl? Yep. A lot of animals
Ooh, that.
do
I'm
enjoy
sorry, guys. I
eating
did not know he was
dubias,
going to show a tarantula.
including tarantula.
Hopefully, no one's arachnophobic. If we're already talking about bugs, hopefully not.
Dubias that I can think of. If any of you think I've missed out something, do comment down below so those who are watching and wants to get into dubias, they'll know. Now, we're gonna move on to the cons, which is also known as
The way he flicked it.
I can't spell.
Disadvantages. You got this.
Disadvantages.
Yes.
There we go. First disadvantage to feeding dubias is...
Oh, he's going to tell us.
What on earth is this guy doing? Exactly.
Looks like he's
playing dead.
Just sitting there, yeah.
So these guys like to play dead.
Okay.
And a lot of animals that...
Oh, it opened all the brushes.
insects are usually
know that.
looking for movement as well as vibrations.
I
on
don't
the
know what
ground.
brush I was using
That's for
before.
tarantulas. And with these guys...
My bad. Probably this
yeah,
one.
he came back to life. But usually when they play dead, they can play dead for a long time. And
That would be
that
no.
will discourage the animal to find and eat
this
them.
one.
There are times that I've seen these roaches
No,
just play
I don't
dead
think so. That one's
for
awfully pixely.
more than an
Yeah,
hour,
no.
believe it or not. And that can be a real pain, especially when
This
I'm
one?
filming feeding videos, because the tarantula just doesn't know that the roach is there, and I'll just be waiting, waiting, and waiting, and nothing ever
Yeah, I
happens.
think that's right.
Next disadvantage. Look at what it's doing.
It's burring.
Exactly. It's burrowing. And this can be a real pain. Within few seconds, they disappear. And then the tarantula has to go dig, dig, dig to get him out. Just for him to play dead again. So yep, that's the only two cons that I could think of. One, whatever this guy is doing right now.
They smelly.
Number
What do you
two,
mean you can't think of any other
When they
cons?
go underground and stay there forever. Thank you for your cooperation. Now is the time we move on to how we care
Yes,
for
please.
these dubia roaches.
Yes,
Okay,
please.
now you want to house them in a tub like this. Something that is dark on the inside and smooth on the
No,
sides.
but
So when you open it, it's pretty
I'm
dark
just
in there.
saying if you
Just
don't
because
mention
there's
that and
light,
people aren't expecting that, that
you
could be
can
like a
see
lot.
it creates, but if not, it's pretty dark. And
I mean,
that's because these
crickets
dubias are afraid of
probably
light. They
smell
just
worse,
don't like light.
but
These guys are nocturnal, so when there is light,
I
they
did
will
not know
go
that.
underground or deeper into the bottom of the
I
egg
did not
crates.
know they were
And
nocturnal.
that's the thing. You probably could house them in an aquarium, a clear aquarium, but you want them to feel secure in order for them to thrive and breed well. If they are stressed from clear containers, they're gonna breed. Definitely, they're gonna breed for you, but maybe not so prolifically.
Makes
Next,
sense, makes
tub size. This is how big my tub is compared to my hand. Now, my colony is pretty large.
Yeah,
already,
you got a
so
big colony though, but
this works. But if you're just starting out with a few males and a few females, you want to get something smaller so they can find each other and breed. Maybe something like that blue one outside there.
I've got a pretty
That
small
one is
tub
relatively smaller.
because we don't
and
have like
works
any
well.
roaches.
And I just mentioned earlier in this video that you will want a tub with smooth sides. Don't get
Correct.
the ones with rubberized sides. I know some tubs are like a rubber material or anything that has like cuts and shapes, and the best is
It
smooth
textured.
and round.
Yeah.
That way they can't climb up. And if you have these smooth surfaces on the sides,
There was
you
not
don't
another
need
fang over
packaging
here. I
tape
feel like
or Vaseline.
there should
But
be.
also make sure it's 90 degrees. If it's slanting out, they can probably still climb. Now, one of the most important things with dubia keeping is ventilation. You will want a lot and a lot, I mean a lot of ventilation. This is my Turkestan roach bin and
Oh shoot! I put those on the
ventilation
same
net
layer.
as well. You don't
That's
want to
alright.
just have like a tub and you just stab holes like this. This is what I did.
Okay,
last
that's what
time.
we have right
Just
now. That's
stab
what she
holes
gave
and
us.
stuff. That's not gonna be enough.
Okay,
You want to cut out like
that needs to
a
go
big
lower.
part of the cover and hot glue on these nettings. That way there's always enough airflow in and out. You could stab holes if you want, but make sure it's like a lot like this. And that's gonna probably take you a few days to do this whole thing. So the best is cut a big piece out, several, makes it better, and just hot glue, or you can even tie them up with wire if you want. You can get these netting screens, or whatever you want to call it, filter screens. Yeah, you can get these aluminium ones from any hardware store really. They're really cheap. They come in these rolls, these long rolls. Just tell them how much you want, like a meter or something. When it comes to dubias, you don't even need a lid.
Like
to
a
be honest.
meter?
You can just leave them open like this, which gives them more ventilation. And it's even better for them really. But the thing is, I use a lid because we have these house lizards every night. You know, these house geckos.
I will
They
save.
stick in the
Hello,
walls
Zan. How
and
you
eat
doing?
little insects. Now, when those guys find out I have roaches,
Zen
they will
Fable, welcome on
through
in.
here for the side. Somehow they managed to squeeze in.
You're pretty
and
alright.
get
That's
in,
good.
Which
I'm making a horrifying
idea how they
cat.
do
Don't
it.
mind me.
so
Allow
What
me
I
to take
do,
a drink of wet
if you have
air
this
as
problem,
well.
what I do is use these clips and just
Okay, you
to the
can
sides
buy
like that.
more. Okay. Did I
so
get a
that way
tarantula? No.
there's no room for them to
A new lizard.
squeeze in. So if I don't have a lid, makes it even worse. There was
So.
once I
No problem,
didn't clean
Cordo.
out my
Have a good
bin
night.
for a while,
Scott.
and then
Scotty,
one day I
what's
decided
up?
to. I moved
How's it
all
going,
the egg
dude?
crates, and then this huge house gecko. It was
Did Dad take
literally-
the
it
car
was
in today?
fat. It's been feasting on probably these small nymphs, and it just ran out, and I was like, whoa, that's the biggest, most healthiest gecko I've ever seen. House gecko, that is.
Most
'Cause
healthiest.
usually these
That's
guys,
funny.
they're on the walls and they're eating these small mosquitoes and stuff like that, and they're really thin.
Yeah, I got.
But then
No, we
when
got
that
towed
one
in.
entered
Why?
the dubia bin,
It wouldn't
the
start?
weight on that guy, the fatness.
For real?
Please, it was chunky. So I don't want those nasties feeding on my dubias, because you don't know what they may carry. Mites, they may carry parasites, and then transfer stuff to my dubias. And nope, no.
Or did Dad
These
just like
dubias are only
not
for
want to
my
deal with it?
animals. Ain't that right?
Yeah.
Alvar?
Okay.
Yeah. Like dubias.
Oh, the dealer didn't have any
Get
loaners.
one
Did the
later.
dealer pay for
You
it
can
then?
also poke ventilation holes on the
Hope
side.
so.
I bet that will be better. It'll make it more beneficial.
Oh, I forgot the
because there's
whiskers.
airflows coming from the sides as well. But I just have the top on, and it has worked for me for years. So I may do the sides as well. What happens if you don't have enough ventilation like this? Number
It
one,
has turned black for
you're
some
gonna
reason.
get
Oh, that's
mold,
because I'm on
because
the wrong thing.
mold comes when there's humidity build up in
Practically
an area,
free. Okay,
and
good.
there's not enough ventilation and airflow, so mold
I'm listening
starts
to a thing about roaches because I
grow,
gotta start
which
breeding
is
my own
nasty,
roaches
especially
and
when
worms
these guys
because we have
poop.
too many
You don't
animals
want
now.
mold to grow
It's
on
too
their
expensive
poop
to buy
because
them.
when humidity builds
So-
up in this thing, because it's plastic, right? So their poop will get really nasty and mold will just start sprouting everywhere, and that is very, very dangerous.
Sounds
The
bad.
biggest enemy of roaches are mold,
What has happened?
mites, and ants.
There we go.
These three things can wipe out your entire colony of thousands, even
Hmm,
10,000.
I don't like how
They'll wipe out
that looks.
all of the roaches within a week, maybe at most
Scuff.
2 weeks, but
Yeah.
it's really quick. And once you have those, it's really hard to get rid of them. So it's always good to take precaution. For mold, ventilation, keep inside dry. For mites, okay. I did mention previously earlier in this video that you would want to add a new bloodline. That's a good idea. And before you do so, make sure you check the new batch of roaches for mites. What you can do is, usually mites are underneath them, like in between their legs and
Shit,
under
scuff
their
as
necks.
hell, but that's alright.
As for males, they'll usually be under the wings, so you check those places. If there's mites, don't mix them with your roaches, because mites spread really quickly and you don't want your roaches to just die off within a week. For ants, the
We're
only
hoping
thing
to
you
get
really
Sam's
need
car
to
back
do
tomorrow, and
is
hopefully nothing's really wrong
put
with it other
Vaseline
than
on the outside perimeter
what they
of
told us.
your
So
tub. That way the
Hopefully it'll
ants
be
can't
good.
climb up because it's slippery. And
We'll
also don't
see.
like lean your tub against the wall, because then the ants can climb down the wall and onto your tub. Keep your tub alone somewhere in the room. And if you have the Vaseline on the sides, the ants won't be able to come up. If you're putting a tub on a table, put Vaseline around the table's legs. And of course, when
This
you're
guy's got a
feeding
serious
fruits
ant
and
problem.
vegetables, which I'll get to that in just a bit, take them out after 24 hours at most, because that is one thing that will attract ants and all the nasty bugs and flies and fruit flies and all those things that you don't want in your bin. So keep your bin clean and your roaches will be clean for you. Now for the egg crates, you want to stack them up vertically. I'm sure you've seen a lot of people stack them up vertically, and this is because the poop
Do you
will
have a
fall
controller?
right to the bottom of the enclosure.
It-
If you were to stack up in egg crates like this,
When are you getting
the poop is
the
just
new
gonna
one?
collect. And
I don't know what we were
collect
talking
until
about.
It rots the egg crate and burns like a hole on the bottom.
Wait, what
That's
did he
just
just
gonna
say?
wear out your egg crates much faster.
What did he
So
say? What's burning a hole in the bottom of my
right to
crates?
the bottom of the enclosure will be clean for you. Now for the egg crates, you want to stack them up vertically. I'm sure you've seen a lot of people stack them up vertically, and this is because the poop
Oh, got it.
will fall right to the bottom of the enclosure. If you
Ah.
were to stack up in egg crates
Yep,
like this,
you are exactly
the
right.
poop
I'm
is
not
just
playing
gonna
games.
collect
Nope, that is not what
and
I'm doing.
collect until it
I'm not sure yet.
rots the
He's
egg
got to
crate
take it. The display is not
burns like a
working. We're gonna
hole
see, like, for the
on the bottom. That's
radio.
just gonna wear out your egg
He's
crates
gonna see if
much
he can get to
faster. So
work, and
to
then
keep your egg crates good
it's gotta get
and
notarized and stuff. So
solid,
we're gonna have
keep
to go do
them
that.
vertical like this. Also, this is one thing that I just found out myself a couple months back. That time I noticed a lot of dubias have been just dying. Every day I come in, I have like 20 dead dubias. And I found out it was because I had my egg crates like in a row, like this, like all in one row. I think there were limited ventilation between the egg crates. So I switched it up a little bit. I put one here,
Sorry,
like this,
Grandma's
like
being
alternate
loud.
arrangements, and the roaches have been thriving ever since. So if you guys have your egg crates in one row and experiencing roaches dying, try this out. It might work. I mentioned about mold earlier. One more way to prevent that is to keep your enclosure dry as possible.
You already said that, my guy.
I know a lot of people, they miss their enclosures. I don't do that because I'm paranoid when it comes to mold. If I miss this, the poop is just gonna absorb water, and if there's not enough ventilation to dry out the poop in time, mold will grow. And mold will
I'm glad his roaches
start
be
growing
thriving. They really do
within
be.
12 hours. So yeah, the best thing is to keep
That's
them
it for stream
dry.
today.
However,
I have to
these roaches
go.
do need a little bit of
I have to go record a video for my voiceover stuff. So, thanks for being here with me, though. I appreciate it. R.I.P. Yeah, I know. No more roaches. If you're interested in dubia roaches, you'll have to look it up on your own time. Mwahaha. But yeah, gotta do that. Unfortunately. But I think Felix will be on. Who else was gonna be on? Felix is not on? Is he still having problems with Streamlabs? That's fucking rough. Why? Why are you angry, Scotty? Opa. Geek Squid's playing Scarlet. Professor Meowie's on again. Did we like Maui? Did we like him? I think we'll read them. I think we will do that. Oh, it's a collab. There we go. Thanks all for coming in today. I appreciate you. And I love you. Tomorrow. Oh, what is tomorrow? Cult of the Lamb is tomorrow. And then Friday is Fallout. And then that's that. And then we'll be back on Monday, I think. I don't think anything is going on Monday. The 19th, yeah. So if you're interested in these streams later this week, please come. I'd love to have you. And then that's that. Thanks all for coming today. I super duper appreciate you. Show Professor Mari some love. And I will see you then. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Show some love. Have a good night.